Do you ever wonder what the last sound someone hears might be? A branch breaking? An axe splitting wood? Or a phone buzzing with no one to answer? My name is Mara Granger. Eliot was my brother. And I can't stop replaying the last time I saw him. Standing by the treeline, sleeves rolled, stacking wood like it was just another evening. He waved once, said nothing, and I remember thinking, he looked tired. Not in his face, but in his eyes. Later that night, his phone lit up again and again. Calls unanswered. Texts left unread. That buzz still crawls into my sleep. Everyone keeps telling me he was just chopping wood. But the axe was still there, and he was not. Do you know the sound that makes your stomach twist? It's not a scream. The silence where a voice should be. That night, I waited for Eliot to whistle across the yard, like he always did when the logs split clean. But the air stayed hollow. My name is Jonas Hale. I live 2 fences away. I swear I heard the strike of the axe once. Then nothing. No rhythm. No second blow. Just one cut hanging in the night. I told myself maybe he went inside. But the dogs barked for hours, clawing at the dark like they sensed something I couldn't. And when I stepped out, the smell hit me first. Sharp pine, fresh sap, like wood had been torn but not stacked. The pile looked unfinished, like someone walked away in the middle of the job. I keep thinking, if I had gone over, if I had called out, would he have answered? Or would I have found that axe? The same way Mara did. Upright, cold, and waiting. Do you ever keep a secret so heavy it bends the way you breathe? I did with Eliot. And now every inhale tastes like guilt. My name is Iris Duval. People knew me as his confidant. But I was more than that, closer than anyone realized. The night he vanished, I was supposed to call him back. He left me a message I can't erase. I think someone's watching me. Don't tell Mara. His voice shook, not loud, just enough for me to hear the part he didn't want anyone else to. I replay it in my head like a broken tape. Sometimes I swear I hear another sound behind his words. Something metallic, like steel dragged across stone. But maybe that's just my mind filling in the silence. I told no one about that message. Not the police. Not Mara. Because if I admit it, then I have to admit I ignored him. And maybe that axe wasn't waiting at all. Maybe it was already chosen. People think police work is about evidence. It's not. It's about absences, what should be there and isn't. My name is Detective Rowan Pike. And in Eliot Granger's yard, I saw more absences than facts. The axe stood where it shouldn't, embedded too neatly in the block. No wood chips scattered. No sawdust clinging to his shirt discarded by the porch. A man doesn't stop mid-swing and vanish. Not unless someone wanted the scene to look unfinished. I kept circling the same 3 feet of ground, noticing what others missed. The soil by the treeline had been disturbed, but not by boots, by something dragged. A line in the dirt, sharp, thin, like a handle pulled wrong, or a body shifted quietly. Neighbors gave statements. Family gave grief. But grief is slippery. It doesn't tell the truth. It only hides it. I keep asking myself, if he was only chopping wood, who placed the axe back so carefully? Like punctuation at the end of a sentence no one wrote. Funny how memory lies. Some nights I see Eliot laughing by the fire pit, beer in hand. Other nights he's pale, whispering things I wish I hadn't heard. My name is Silas Kettering. I've known Eliot since we were kids, before the weight of this town bent his shoulders. But the last time we spoke, he didn't look like the boy I remembered. He looked hunted. He told me once, half joking, half not, if I ever go missing, don't believe the story they tell you. I laughed then, but I can still hear the way his mouth tightened around the words, like he already knew something was coming. The strangest part? He gave me a key. Old, brass, heavy. Said it opened a place he hadn't stepped into for years. Keep it safe, Silas. Just in case. I never asked, never tried it. Now I dream of that key burning in my pocket, as if it's holding a truth I'm not ready to unlock. And sometimes, when the night gets quiet enough, I swear I hear wood splitting, only to wake up and realize I'm alone, holding nothing but silence. Grief doesn't stay in one shape. It bends, it splinters. It turns every shadow into someone you almost recognize. I'm Mara Granger, and lately I don't trust my own mind. I see Eliot everywhere. At the window when dusk falls. On the porch swing, rocking like he never left. Once I even heard him stacking logs. The thud, the scrape, the hollow ring, clear as a heartbeat. I ran outside barefoot, but the yard was empty. The axe still waited, blade catching moonlight. The neighbors say it's stress. The detective says it's trauma. But I know what I feel. I swear the phone lit up last night with his name. Eliot calling me. I touched the screen, but it dissolved, just a blank glow. Maybe it was a dream. Maybe it was him. And here's what haunts me most. Sometimes I think I can hear his voice under my own, whispering inside my thoughts. Not words exactly, just the sound of him breathing in the spaces where silence should be. They found nothing in the woods. No prints, no trail, not even broken bark to prove he'd been there at all. But the axe was still there, leaning upright as if he'd just stepped away mid-swing. No dirt on the blade, no wood chips scattered, just steel, polished and waiting. I keep thinking about that night. The phone buzzing and buzzing, no one to answer. I keep wondering if Eliot heard it too, wherever he was, or if the silence swallowed it first. And sometimes, I wonder if he left it behind on purpose. Not a tool, a marker, a reminder, something to say, I was here once, and now I'm not. The world has a way of burying people before the earth does. But I'll never stop listening for his call. Because if grief can echo, maybe he can too. Subscribe to The Veil of Secret for more stories that stay with you long after the screen goes dark.